Now we are going to see pointer and reference types. So pointer type variable has a range of values that consist of memory addresses and a special value that is nil. So the value nil is not valid address, and it is used to indicate that the pointer cannot currently be used to the reference of any memory cell. So pointers provide the power of indirect addressing. Then it provides a way to manage the dynamic memory. Then a pointer can be used to access a location in the area where the storage is dynamically created. For example, you can use a heap over there. Okay, so pointers have been designed for two distinct kinds of uses. First, pointers provide some of the power of indirect addressing, okay, which is heavily used in assembly language programming. And second, we have seen that pointers provide a method of dynamic storage management. So a pointer can be used to access a location in the area where storage is dynamically allocated. Okay, so pointers, unlike arrays and records, they are not structure types, although they are defined using a type operator. So star we used in C and in C++. Then we use access in Ada language and in Pascal. Okay, so they are also different from scalar variables because they are most often used to reference some other variables rather than being used to store data of the some sort. Okay, then there are some design issues also related to your pointers, that what are the scope of and lifetime of a pointer variable. Then what is the lifetime of heap dynamic variable? Are the pointers restricted as to the type of value to which they can point? Then are the pointers used to dynamic storage management, indirect addressing, or both? Should the language support pointer types, reference types, or both? So these are some design issues. Then we will see the pointer operations. So actually there are two fundamental pointer operations, that is assignment and the dereferencing. So assignment is used to set a pointer variable's value to some useful address. Okay, we assign that address. So if the pointer variables are used only to manage dynamic storage, the allocation mechanism, whether by the operators or built-in subprogram, serves to initialize the pointer variable. And if the pointers are used for indirecting addressing to the variable that are not heap dynamic, so then there must be an explicit operator or built-in subprogram for fetching the address of that variable, which can be assigned to the pointer variable. So then second one is dereferencing, that is it yields the values stored at the location represented by the pointer's value. So the dereferencing of the pointer variable means retrieving the value from the memory location whose address is stored in the pointer variable. So dereferencing of the pointers can be either explicit or the implicit. So in Fortran 90, it is implicit, but in the most of other contemporary language, it occurs only when explicitly specified. So in C++, it is explicitly specified with the asterisk sign, okay, as a prefix unary operation. So for example, here it is given j is equal to star ptr. So it sets the j to the value located at ptr. Okay. Then pointer assignment illustrated, the example is given like this. For example, j is equal to star ptr. Suppose ptr is stored at the memory location 7080. Okay, and j is somewhere it is, okay, and an anonymous dynamic variable it is created, okay, which will created having the same address 7080, and the value that is 206 it is assigned to the j. So there are some problems related to your pointers also, that is dangling pointers. Okay, which is very dangerous, you can say. Most of the time it is asked that what is dangling reference. So a dangling pointer or a dangling reference, it is a pointer that contains the address of heap dynamic variable that has not been deallocated. Okay, so the why the dangling pointers are dangerous, there are several reasons. Okay, the first reason is the location being pointed to may have been reallocated to some new heap dynamic variable. So if the new variable is not the same type as the old one, type checks of uses of the dangling pointer are invalid. So even if the new one is the same type, its new value will bear no relationship to the old pointer's reference value. Okay, getting it is same like that. If you are having a mobile phone, and you have some number, or you have having, suppose, idea sim card having one mobile number, and if a long time ago you have not access, or you kept it as it is, so that number is allocated to the um, mm, to other person. So if you contacted to that number, then the other, you will call for that other person. Okay, so this you can considered as a dangling pointer. And if there are other reason also, that if the dangling pointer is used to change the heap dynamic variable, the value of new heap dynamic variable will be destroyed, because the location is same. That's why it is very dangerous. Okay, so if you are not using the pointer, okay, then you have to deallocate the memory relevant to that. Okay, you have to free that memory. That's why the concept of garbage collection come. So then we are going to see the last heap dynamic variable, and allocated heap dynamic variable that is no longer accessible to the user program, so which is called as a garbage collection. And pointer p1 is a set to point to newly created heap dynamic variable. Then pointer p1 is a later set to point to another newly created heap dynamic variable. Then the process of losing heap dynamic variable, it is called as memory location. Okay, so pointers in ADA, they have given the example that some dangling pointers are disallowed because dynamic objects can be automatically deallocated at the end of pointers type scope. So if you are using object oriented concept there, if the object is no longer used, then its memory, it is deallocated automatically. Then the lost heap dynamic variable problem is not eliminated by the ADA language. So possibly with the unchecked deallocation. Okay. Then pointers in C and C++. We have seen in C and C++ pointers can be used much as the addresses that are used in assembly languages, right? So this means that they are extremely flexible, but must be used with great care. Okay, so pointers can point at any variable regardless of when and where it is allocated. So the design offers no solution to the dangling pointer or lost heap dynamic variable problem. So however, the fact that pointer arithmetic, it is not possible in C. Okay, and C++ makes these pointers more interesting than any other programming language. So pointers arithmetic is possible, explicit dereferencing and addresses of the operators. Then domain type need not be fixed, that is void star. They can point to any type and can be type check, that is cannot be dereference. Okay. So pointer, we can see over here the example, that is float stuff 100, float star p is equal to stuff. Okay, so if you means here you have created one array of stuff, and one pointer we have given, the type of the array and the pointer it is same, and we directly assign p is equal to stuff, right? So if you access like this star in bracket p plus 5, it is equivalent to your stuff of 5 and p of 5. And if you write it down like star p plus I can be the value from 0 to 99. Okay, and it is equivalent to your stuff I and p of I. Okay, then reference types. Reference types, that is C++, includes a special kind of pointer type called as a reference type, that is used primarily for the formal parameters. So advantages of both the passed by reference and passed by value. So C++ includes a special kind of pointer type which is called as reference type. And advantages of the both, that is pass by value and pass by reference. So C++ reference type variable, it is a constant pointer that is used implicitly dereference, because C++ reference type variable, it is a constant and it must be initialized with the address of the some variable in its definition. And after initialization, a reference type variable can never be set to reference any other variable. So the implicit dereference of this course prevents the assignment to the address value of the reference variable. So Java's extend C++ reference variable, that and allows them to replace the pointers entirely. And C# includes both the references of the Java also and the pointers of the C++ also. Okay. Then evaluation of the pointers, how we are going to evaluate the pointers. There are some basic problem with the pointer, like dangling pointers and garbage. So pointers have been compared with the goto statements, and the goto statement widens the range of the statement that can be executed next. So pointer variables widen the range of the memory cells, so that can be dereferenced by the variable. So pointers are like gotos, they widen the range of the cells that can be accessed by the variable, and the references are necessary for dynamic data structures, and so we can't design a language without them. So this is your evaluation of the of your pointers.